Hello everyone and welcome back to Azure Cloud today. Have you ever wondered how to make end users install mandatory applications on their enrolled devices? Then this video is for you. There are two main ways to get an app onto an iPhone you manage with Microsoft Intune. One of them installs the app for the user. The other one just offers it and lets the user decide. They look almost identical when you're setting them up, and it's literally one drop down in the portal, but they create completely different experience on the phone. Pick the wrong one and you'll either end up nagging people about apps that they never asked for, or you leave a business critical app sitting in the menu that nobody ever opens or installs. So over the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly what required and available mean, what each one actually does on a real iPhone, and most importantly, we will also look at one simple rule for deciding which one to use every single time. In Intune, adding an app and assigning an app are two separate things. Adding it just puts it in your catalog. Assigning it is where you say who gets it and how. There are three options to choose from. Required over here means that Intune actively pushes the app out and works to keep it installed. Available over here means Intune offers the app in the company portal and the user install it themselves if they want to. And the third one, uninstall, which does exactly what it says. It removes an app Intune previously installed. Today is mostly about the first two, which is required and available, because that's the choice you'll make over and over again. Now, if you want to know how to push an application to an iPhone via Microsoft Intune, then I have attached a card on the top right of this video for you to watch. When you assign an application over here as required, you're basically telling Intune this app belongs to the device, make it happen, and keep it that way. A couple of things follow from that. First, Intune enforces it at the device's next check in. You don't wait for the user to go looking for it. Second, it's self healing. What do I mean by that? It is that if the apps gets deleted, then Intune notices it at the next check-in and offers it again. And third, this required is flexible about targeting. You can assign it to a group of users or a group of devices. Now there's one detail I really want you to get right, because a lot of tutorials skip it. On a corporate owned, which is also called as a supervised device, if you mark the device as required for a corporate owned one, then the app can install completely silently. But our iPhone over here is a personal bring your own device enrolled with company portal. It's unsupervised, and on an unsupervised iPhone, iOS itself insists on asking the user before it installs anything. So required over here doesn't mean it's invisible or it will install it no matter what. The user will be getting a prompt on their devices stating that go ahead and click on install over here. And we'll see this live in a couple of minutes. Available over here is the polite one. Instead of pushing the app directly, you place it on a shelf, which is the company portal, and let the user install from the company portal if they want to. So with available, nothing installs on the phone automatically. The app shows up inside the company portal app, the user browses it, taps install, and it downloads it. If they never need it, then they will never choose to install it. And that's completely fine. It's just sitting on a shelf to be installed whenever the user wants. One thing to note over here is that available is assigned to user group, not device group. And third, the uninstall, it just speaks for itself. It just uninstall the application that has already been installed by Microsoft Intune. So here's the rule I promised you. Ask one question. Does the user need this app to do their job? If the answer is yes, then mark it as required. Because you don't want a critical app depending on whether somebody remembers to install it. If it's optional, then make it available and let people pull it down when they actually need it from the company portal. Some quick tips over here is if it is security and access related app, then you can always mark it as required. If it is core productivity app that everybody uses, then that also you can mark it as required. If it is a role specific or nice to have app, then you can leave it as available. In the previous video, we marked one application, which is Microsoft OneDrive, as available. So what we'll do is we'll go to the same application and then add it as required as well, and then go into our iPhone, which is enrolled, and see what the difference is. So to go there, let's click on apps over here at the left side. Then since it's iOS, iPadOS, let's click the platform. This is the Microsoft OneDrive app that we pushed to our iPhone. So let's open it. If we click on properties and then scroll down, we will see that we have kept it as available for enrolled devices. Over here, you will also notice there is one more option which says available with or without enrollment. That's one for a scenario where the device isn't even enrolled into Microsoft Intune. We are not using it here because our iPhone is fully enrolled. But I want you to know what it is so that it's not a mystery to you later on. Let's now click on Edit Assignments over here, and then let's copy the group over here. Then let's remove it from available for enrolled devices. We'll click on the three dots over here and then click on delete. Then let's go into the required one. Click on add group. Let's search for the group. Okay. And then click on select over here. We would see clearly it is under included now. And then let's click on review plus save. Let's click on save. That's it. We have moved the application from available to enrolled and then added the user group into required mode now. Now let's go into the enrolled iPhone and see the difference when the user group was added in available for enrolled devices and the difference between required. What is the experience, the different experience that we see over here? We are now in our iPhone. Let's click on the company portal because I want to sync it quickly. So let's open the company portal. We see the published application already. Let's go to the devices tab over here. Let's click on the three dots and then let's click on check status. If you notice over here, we are getting a prompt automatically requesting us to install Microsoft OneDrive, which we just pushed from Microsoft Intune. So let's go ahead and click on install over here. Let's minimize the application by doing this. If you notice over here, Microsoft OneDrive is getting installed automatically for us. So this is what I wanted to show you, the difference between required and available. So if you keep it as available, it will just there be in your catalog to download it whenever you want. It will never force you. But if you move the application from available to required, then you will get a prompt something like this requesting you to install the application. Over here, I have three real world scenarios to discuss with you so that when it comes to selecting between required and available, there is absolutely no doubt. Let's look at the first scenario where an IT admin is onboarding a new staff member who has bought their own iPhone to work. The problem over here is that every new employee must have Microsoft Authenticator for MFA before they can reach company resources. But new hire forgets to install it, and that blocks their first day sign in. The solution over here would be to assign Microsoft Authenticator as a required application so that Intune enforces and pushes this app at the check-in and prompts the user to install it as part of getting set up. Due to this selection that you make, the Microsoft Authenticator app is already installed in the device before they even need it. Scenario 2 is when just a few users from the finance team requires some application to be installed on their device. In such a scenario, we can keep the assignment as available to all of the finance team. So whenever any team member from that team needs this application, then they can just go inside the company portal and install the app themselves. Scenario 3 is when an admin wants to uninstall one application that was pushed to all the iPhones previously from Microsoft Intune. Now, over here, there could be 10 enrolled iPhone or maybe 1,000 enrolled iPhones in your company, and it's not at all efficient to uninstall that application from all of the devices one by one. So instead, over here you can switch the assignment to uninstall. Select users as all users, and in the next check-in, automatically that specific application would be uninstalled from all the devices. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to leave a comment and I'll get back to you at my earliest. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Bye.